Oh my goodness. I just finished Godzilla versus Kong. Holy crap. This movie was effing awesome. So this is a spoiler-free movie review. And so what the movie is basically about is, well, there was a little bit of boring parts, but here's what gets me. I don't remember, like, Kong now is in this facility, and it's like I kind of imagine it like WandaVision, how it was kind of like in a reality, like he's in a certain kind of reality that's like the jungle, or Skull Island is kind of like a reality now. And a certain something comes to Earth and is made by this company, and Godzilla comes to stop this. Well, in between all of this, you kind of figure out where Kong comes from, the intelligence factor of Kong, and then Godzilla does something and it upsets Kong, and it was kind of a, oh, I'm going to get you back for this. But earlier in the film, there was a fight because no one had a reason why Godzilla was coming back to Earth to destroy. And they got Kong, and they're like, okay, we're going to have Kong fight Godzilla. It's the only way to defeat Godzilla. We've tried this before. It never worked. We tried it 2 times. It didn't work. And with this, they use a particular conspiracy theory that is among a lot of the conspiracy theorists to make this movie happen. And guys, let me tell you something. I don't really believe in this conspiracy theory. You guys know, I don't really believe in any conspiracy theory, honestly. I just think they're really, really cool to think about. And they use this, and it makes a lot of sense why they use this, because you're like, oh, this is going to get the conspiracy theorists going, and it's going to make you think that there are actually, monsters, a monster universe, in this certain conspiracy theory. But man, the fight scenes in this movie were absolutely bonkers. I mean, it was freaking out of this world destruction. People were dying. Man, there was one monster that got his ass whooped. I mean, got whooped. And you're just sitting there thinking, stop it. Stop it. Somebody come in here and finish it or something. And luckily they do. Holy crap. I laughed a little bit. Now, my brother watched it before me, and because I've been busy the past couple of days, so my brother watched it before me, was like, it wasn't good. And it was a little boring in certain parts, but I think that's what you have to do, because you can't oversell the Godzilla versus Kong factor. You can't have them fight for, a whole 2 hours, because it would just be a boring movie until then, because you would see everything. And so they had to tell a story that would make into different sequels. Like, I think there's going to be another Kong movie based on what we figured out in the closer to the end of the movie. And so if that happens, it's going to be a good thing. And then obviously there's going to be another Godzilla movie, and you're going to think, oh my god, there's going to be a definite winner. I don't necessarily know if you're going I don't know if you're going to know that or think that, because you could go either way. Like, oh, Kong won, no, Godzilla won, because they all, then they have this epic fight scene with this giant thing that comes in at the end, and you're like, oh my god, definitely it's this person. But then you look back, you're like, no, he got his butt whooped. There's no way this guy won it. Or no, he got his butt whooped. There's no way he's gonna. It's all, Godzilla vs. Kong is all over the. I honestly think it should be called Kong versus Godzilla, just because it rolls off the tongue more, and there's more Kong storyline than there is Godzilla. But maybe that's why they call it Godzilla versus Kong, because you can't really do much with Godzilla that you didn't do in the first two, but you can go more in depth with the Kong side of things, and that's what happened. And this movie was great. I mean, I had my doubts. I had my doubts because of Batman versus Superman. I was like, man, this is going to be 2.5 hours of pure greatness. And it was not. Batman versus Superman was not good. The only thing we got out of it was Wonder Woman. And no, this movie did not upset me at all. This movie was great. I'm going to watch it again. I think my family wants to watch it. So I'm definitely going to watch this beast of a movie again. And okay, you have to watch either the second Godzilla first. I would recommend watching the Kong Skull Island, the Godzilla, and then Godzilla King of the Monsters, because they kind of all go together. But that may be why a lot of people didn't like the movie. Like, it got like a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a lot of people didn't like the movie. Well, and a lot of them are like, well, I don't really care for Godzilla, but I like Kong. But you're not going to understand the movie, and you're not going to like it because you're going to be like, what the fuck is happening? And that's why. I think you have to watch the other movies to compare Godzilla vs. Kong to the greatness and awesomeness of this movie that it is. And so I really, honestly thought this movie was fantastic. So I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 swords. 4.5 out of, because that's not giving it away. I said swords and I didn't say what actually happened. So I'm going to say a sword because I don't want to give it away. It's a spoiler if I do. So I'm going to say 4.5 out of 5. Let's use weapons. 4.5 out of 5 weapons. Man, Godzilla versus Kong. You guys need to watch it. There's not that much language in it. So if you guys want to bring your kids, and if they're not scared of roaring and fighting and people dying, then this movie is fantastic for a whole family that especially love action movies. So yeah, 4.5 out of 5 for Godzilla vs. Kong.